All right, second day, here we go. Enjoy the new fonts. So we started off today with the machine low row. Last time I did this in June, I was doing 92.5 pounds, 4 sets of 9. So we lowered it today to 40 pounds just to get started. We did a set of 10 followed by an AMRAP set of 15. I changed up the settings a little bit. Instead of using the chest up pad, I used the bench wedge to give me more room to actually breathe. Didn't notice that the pacemaker was kind of pushing up a little bit against that pad, so I'm going to have to readjust that. But otherwise, these felt good. We'll probably go up in weight next week. So this is dumbbell incline bench press on the rep Nighthawk bench with the rep-ins at 30 pounds. Now before my pacemaker, I was at about 40, and this was 30 pounds, 4 sets of 10, 10, and 9. And because on this last set that you see here, I just couldn't get it up. No jokes, please. But again, being my first week back, I'll take it. I think that's a pretty clear victory, and I'm happy with it. And then moved on to leg press. We did 64 pounds for a set of 12, and then we did it for an AMRAP set of 15, followed by 2 myo-rep sets that were 5 each. And you're wondering, 64 pounds? How do you get 64 pounds? Firstly, I have 2 Vultras under there that supply the weight. And then you're saying, well, 64 pounds, that seems pretty weak. But if you actually do the math, it's 64 pounds of direct um, weight versus when you put on weight plates, you have to subtract it because of the angle of the sled is at 45 degrees. So you're not really pushing fully against gravity. So I believe 64 pounds is like the equivalent, if I recall correctly, of like, I don't know, 140, 150. Now, true, I was doing 210 before, but again, coming back from a long break, I was pretty happy with this. Next up was lateral raises. I did 12.5 for a set of 12, and then 12.5 AMRAP for a set of 12, followed by myo reps of 4 and 3. Sped up the clip a little bit over here. Last time I did this, I was at 17 pounds for a set, 2 sets of 11. So again, considering that I haven't done this in a long time and that this is not such a high progression type of an exercise anyways, pretty happy with where this is at. Using the rep and dumbbells here with the micro gains weight plates. Forgive the video clips. This is me just learning a new system. But yeah, this went pretty well. Was very excited about it. And I'm looking to hopefully next time increase the number of reps, and then we'll work on increasing the weight. And then we did some lying leg curls on the bulletproof isolator hooked up to the Vultra. Like everything else, the Vultra was easier at the beginning, harder at the beginning, easier at the end with increased eccentrics. 30 pounds for a set of 12, followed by 30 pounds for a set of 15, myo up to 4 and then 3. The last time we did this, we were at about 55 pounds. Again, Vultra makes things a little bit differently, but not so much. I'm pretty happy with this. We're going to probably fairly quickly get back to our strength levels. You always got to start slow. And if people want to ask me why lying leg curl versus a seated leg curl, honestly, because a seated leg curl is even more of a pain in the ass to set up than this lying leg curl, or just required too many moving pieces. This was god awful early in the morning, and I just wanted to kind of get this done. But yeah, it felt great, and really enjoyed it. Moving on to shrugs, we did 150 pounds for a set of 8, followed by a set of 9, followed by followed by an AMRAP set of 9, followed by power shrugs for an AMRAP of 4. I don't normally do shrugs. I had a rotator cuff repair, and according to the PT, that was probably one of the issues, that my traps were overdeveloped on top and underdeveloped. I don't know how true that is, but I generally don't do them, but I did them here. All right, we ended with reverse flies, 15 pounds for a set of 13, followed by a set of 12. Last time I did this in June, we were at 22.5 pounds for a set of 10, although I don't recall having the greatest form. Only issue I had here again was my pacemaker popping up against the pad, so I had to readjust a few times. But overall, very happy with this. Really excited to be back. This is the end of day 2. Thanks for watching.